So, anyway.
I was wondering, should we start it like in live action and then after the first bit make it an animated film, or should it be animated right from the very beginning?
I was thinking animated right at the very beginning.
I'd go with that as well, yeah.
I just had this vague idea that it might be a clever idea to sort of start off in one reality and then switch to another, you know, like the Wizard of Oz, you know?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, yeah.
What is this?
What?
What did you give me? Oh, this is sweet popcorn, isn't it?
You're joking.
Oh.
It is. Oi! Hello? What the hell are you giving us here, man?
What did we do to you this time?
Get rid of that.
I actually really like sweet popcorn.
Maybe they kind of felt that there wasn't enough sweet representation in the popcorn element of our show. What do you think? It's a change, that's true, but I mean, change for its own sake when it's not wanted by the audience, is that right?
You know what I think? I think I need a beer.
Well, at least Kris is happy.
Maybe moment.
Hello. Ooh. Oh.
No, that's next month.
Yeah. Sorry, we are starting. Hello, welcome back to Maybe Movies and episode 122, if you can believe it, and part 2 of 7 this month, where we look at Act 1 of our new vision of Toy Story, where we've swapped Buzz Year? Yes, it's a Buzz Year. Yes, him, Buzz Lightyear, for Chucky from Child's Play to create... I was hoping they'd give the name of the movie in unison. We didn't rehearse this, obviously. To create Toy Play.
Toy play.
Play. Toy.
So before we get into that, as always, we're going to do a quick shout out to... Today's one isn't for a channel per se, although I think he does have a channel. It's for one of our old friends, and again, one of the guys who's been with us pretty much since the beginning. For Jordan Sendel from JS Studios.
Oh, hey there, it's been a while. How you doing?
This is really for both for Jordan and for his co-creator in his company, for Kyle Ball as well, because the short film that they're working on, they've done like an intro, a trailer for the film.
Oh, okay.
Which is called The Creature of Scroby Sands. Which
that sounds like it's right up my alley.
Which I was lucky enough to do a little bit of thesping on.
Oh, nice!
It was selected recently for the Fortean Film Festival in Gloucester.
Oh, that's shiny!
And
well done.
Won 3 awards.
Wow!
Best work in progress, best artwork, and best performance by the dog. That's in.
Well, go you guys. Good luck.
Congratulations, buddy. And you know where I am. Actually, while we were talking about film festivals, also I'm going to throw this in as an extra one. Well done as well to our other old friend, to Dean Evans from Billion Bytes, because the short documentary that he made on our business, on Zadra, has recently been selected for the Portobello Film Festival.
Wow.
So
fantastic news.
Really
cool filmmakers.
Yes. We are. And so are you.
Well, them as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry, yeah. You just said cool filmmakers and just stopped.
I was just saying that they're cool filmmakers.
They are cool filmmakers.
I was just going to do the finishing line.
I understood what he was saying. I understood what you did. That just went so wrong.
Let's get on with the episode, shall we? Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to mention at this point?
So just to clarify, it all takes place in Disney Pixar's Andy's room.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes. Andy Davis.
Davis.
Andy
You got
Davis.
a name. You got a last name.
Andy in Toy Story, like Andy Barkley in Child's Play, is supposed to be 6 years old.
Both.
Yeah, I always thought Andy in Toy Story was a bit older. Because he comes across as older?
They said he's been his favourite since kindergarten. You start kindergarten when you're like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long time. But of course, to a kid, that is a long time.
Exactly, and they could see their toys. So, yeah.
I was actually kind of semi-serious when I said at the beginning. I was wondering if we should start in the real world. Because I was just thinking, you know the beginning of Child's Play, the bit when Charles is being chased into the toy store and he does the ritual and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had this notion that you could do that bit in the real world, and then once he gets transferred into the body, everything gets turned into a cartoon world.
Like the Page Master.
Which is a film I've never seen, but I know the concept you talk about. Yeah, something like that.
Fantastic
Also,
animated film.
like the one that I've always mentioned to you a few times, the Phantom Toll Booth is like that. It starts live action, and then as soon as he goes through the toll booth, it all goes animated.
Yeah.
See, I
I
like
love the
it.
fact that you've seen
It's
Page
just a
Master.
notion. I'm not completely willing to die on this hill, but I just thought it would be a neat idea.
I like the idea. I came at it from the other perspective that we get the opening as it is in Toy Story, because so much of this story is told literally from the toy's view of the world.
Yes.
So I thought if we wanted to do that, we could throw it in later as a flashback. The audience and the toys meet Chucky as we do meet Buzz in the original film.
Oh, right. So we don't see the beginning.
No.
So we don't know about Charles Lee Ray or any of that.
Exactly.
Right at the very beginning.
Yeah, so the opening of the film would be exactly the same as Toy Story.
I prefer that idea, yeah.
That one?
Yeah, I quite like that one.
Okay, yeah. So it starts as if it was Toy Story. It starts with
The point of view of the
Andy
toys.
playing with Woody and all that stuff.
Because we're losing the introduction, we're losing her getting, having the struggle of getting the doll itself. And we know that Andy's family in this, I know we only see his mum, we never see his dad, but we're reasonable that they're comfortable enough that she can afford the doll.
I assumed that the dad's an arsehole and just did a runner.
I was going to say, I mean, I'm assuming that it's a single family, much the same as Andy Barclay's family.
Makes sense. So again, another...
Dad never appears in 2 and 3.
I don't remember him appearing at all.
I think he just ran off with his co-worker. Probably.
Yeah.
The other thing to remember is that Andy's birthday party is a week before his birthday.
Yes, because they're moving.
Yeah. So how about this? She's got a Good Guys doll before they came out because she wanted it for Andy's birthday party, which is a week before his birthday. But the dolls haven't come out yet, so she's had to get one on the black market. And that's how she's got the cursed doll.
Oh, right. Okay. See, I wasn't even thinking that we would have to explain about how Chucky got there at all. I have to admit, but that's just me.
What, later on in the story, or is it more of the case?
This is like now. This is like near the beginning. I'm assuming that's what you mean.
We can even have them say, "Oh my God, these aren't out yet. How did you get one?" And then we don't say anything about it. And then at some point, again, it can be like almost like an Easter egg where there's other action going on, and in the background you've got Andy's mum on the phone saying, "Yeah, I know, I shouldn't have gone to that guy around the back of the store, but Andy really wanted it, and I wanted it for his birthday a week before." So it's like secondary information.
I think it should be probably then quite subtle.
Yeah.
So it's left ambiguous and mysterious that we don't know. So it's
Yeah.
not fully explained.
Just a
again,
hint.
the point of view of the toys, so they're not going to see as much
No.
stuff from down.
Yeah, it's
downstairs.
more one of those things that's in the background that if
It's
you...
just a hint to the original plot.
Yeah, it's like hearing the TV when you're out of the room, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, so...
So we're starting off with Andy playing with his toys, having a good time.
Yes.
we are.
Cool.
Right? And then to the birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Almost immediately afterwards. So we have the bit when the toy's having the big meeting, and then
With
the
the book
birthday
in the
party.
background, there's one of the books in the background that says toy. It says Tin Toy.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, it says Tin Toy. Lasseter, which is the name of the director, isn't it?
John Lasseter.
Yeah. Tin Toy came out, oddly enough, in 1988, same year as Child's Play.
Yet another connection.
It did also make me think. Well, obviously, I think again, just kind of looking ahead a bit, I think we might get more from the soldiers as an element against Chucky, because they're the only ones really with any kind of supposedly combat experience.
Oh,
shall
I
we
see
say.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, certainly. I mean, that's something that could come up later
They're
on.
not
yes.
really fighters, are they?
No, they're lovers. They're not fighters.
So it's the same thing as before. They're going on the mission to find out what the mysterious present is.
And then
They go for the binoculars. It's a...
they don't hear what it is until the doll appears.
Indeed, until the doll appears.
What I was just going to say is, I don't know if I'm going too far, but slightly just then, it was the bit with the silhouette of the Buzz Lightyear that they hold in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make a noise, or do they keep that mysterious?
It's just the shape, isn't it?
I don't
But
remember.
do you hear
making
the sounds of the
noise.
kids cheering, or is that the sound of or is there a sound of the figure?
You just see the silhouette of the box, and it's a bit of an odd-shaped box.
So would it be the same thing as revealing a Chucky doll, or silhouette of that?
Well, it's a big square box.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same shape as the Buzz Lightyear box, but you'd still get the same sort of silhouette effect.
How would you keep that mysterious if we're not revealing who Chucky is yet?
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Should then that be out of its box? Surely the kid would just open it up and it would be the silhouette of Chucky with the fuzzy hair.
Yes, I think in this version we do want to see a silhouette of Chucky first. A bit of foreshadowing. Wah, wah, wah.
Horror! Like the bit from The Lion King when he's holding him up. You just see the silhouette.
Oh, no!
Chucky!
They come up to the room, all the toys return to their places, and then they all go down for games.
Yes, and everybody.
Cake.
No cake.
Is there no cake in that one?
There might be. They may have
cake, wasn't it?
I think
She calls them downstairs for games.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a game, sorry.
could be
I
games
imagine
and
there
cake.
was cake. It just doesn't get mentioned.
Yeah.
I
wish I
like
saw
cake.
the cake in there.
Cake is good.
I like cake. Come on.
Yeah. Cake is my weakness.
I was going to say, well, if I go, I like cake and open my mouth, it'll probably be a urinal cake.
Thanks for that, Josh.
Which is the one thing that I was really gutted that they missed out of the film version of American Psycho. He goes, in the book, he goes to dinner with what's her name, and then arranges the special dessert, the centerpiece of which is a urinal cake. Anyway, sorry, that's a complete aside. Now, first thing, Good Guys dolls are a slight bit bigger than a Buzz Lightyear.
A slight bit bigger.
Softer, I imagine.
I actually had a Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, did you?
I did. One of my friends
wow.
actually bought me a Buzz Lightyear, and they're about that tall.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah, they're actually quite big.
I was a bit worried that there was going to be a size difference. So rather than Woody towering over Buzz, he's going to be about the same height.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. I mean, we can cheek it because all of this is cartoon now anyway. So
At the moment, we've followed the plot. It's the same as the original film. At this point, it's all going to go sliding greasily off the rails.
I had to say Grease.
Oh, it's my turn, is it?
Hold on to your butts.
Grease.
That's up
Anyway.
there with moist. I think we're going to get a shock on both sides here. Does Charles Lee Ray think that they're all like him and they're all just people possessing toys?
Yeah, you could think there are other souls that have gone into the...
I know they'd both definitely be surprised, because obviously they're looking to see what the toy is, and the way he's going to respond is not what they're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he's just not expecting them at all. Would you really imagine that so many people had become voodoo dolls?
No, I suppose not. We'd get a parallel to Buzz is thinking he's the real deal
Absolutely.
from them, because they think,
Yeah.
he thinks he's a real person. What's he? No, you're not. You're a
Yeah,
toy.
yeah.
No, my name's not Chucky, my name is Charles Lee Ray, you stupid piece of crap.
The whole thing about you're in my spot is kind of like, nah, it's my
not
spot
anymore.
now. Which did make me think, as we again, just as an overarching thing for the entirety of this, because whereas Toy Story is so much about Woody learning the value of friendship.
We're learning to share.
Yes. Are we possibly having to look at Woody having to stray into this darker half, which is apparently how they'd originally envisaged the character? He was a bit of an arsehole, and that he's going to have to become an arsehole to be able to beat Chucky.
Well, I mean, the grown-ups
I said to
aren't-
beat
No, I'm just thinking of the concept.
We all know that the grown-ups aren't going to believe in the idea of Chucky, so the only individuals really in a position to help Andy are the toys.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have to act in some fashion. And since Woody already had that written into his backstory way back before the 15th version of the script or whatever it was,
Yeah.
why not?
Okay.
You know, we're indulging in what-if worlds.
He's going to be a black hat character.
Yeah, or at least very dark brown.
I love it. I love that.
I'm kind of imagining that he's just going to be like, oh, you know what, I don't have time for this weird-ass crap. Maybe I'm hallucinating, maybe I'm not, but I've got to get out of here. I've got things to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a case of the toys stopping him from leaving.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is the next thing that I figured is going to be or something that we need to talk about. is the timeline here, because once we've had the party, there's that short montage which seems to take place over a couple of days where his picture gets replaced, the new bed linen. Chucky's not going to hang around that long.
They say at the beginning of the movie it's a week till moving day.
Yes.
And then the adventure at Peterland happens the day before moving day.
Mm-hmm.
So that montage covers like 4 or 5 days. But we can shrink that if we need to.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
What
we can
about-
just bring moving day forward. Yeah.
But what about... Is Chucky actually going to go out the window?
We'll come to that in a second.
Okay.
Do we want to? I mean, how do we want to handle those few days then? I mean, is it we just get a short montage of him trying to do things? Do we lose a couple of toys?
Personally, I'd say yes. Like, it would be a montage, and it would be partially a montage of showing how much Chucky is Andy's new favourite toy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the other time, every time Andy's out of the room, the toy's in this constant struggle to stop him from doing something horrible. And yeah, probably a couple of the toys get ripped to pieces or something.
Yeah, in that little thing that I found on the extras about Woody originally he refers to Slink as Spring Wiener.
Really?
Right, that's very much more up the alleyway that we're heading.
Yes,
down. That feels like that's a good way to go.
We can include that in there as a line from Chucky.
Yeah. Kids would have hated Woody.
Oh yeah, he was a complete dick. Are we working on the premise then that Chucky doesn't know that he's got a limited time in this body?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Because he's got no way of knowing. Nobody's tried to stab him, shoot him, or murderize him.
Yeah.
They've just tried to stop him from leaving or stop him from doing what he wants to do.
But we're saying, as part of this, kind of unconsciously, the other toys, Woody's, or one of them is always trying to be present so that he can't reveal that he's alive to Andy.
Yeah.
So even Andy doesn't know.
Like, whenever Andy comes into the room and they flop down, there's always one that's flopped down near to Chucky.
Yeah.
Like, there's always one keeping an eye on him so that he can see.
Like he comes into the room and there's like Chucky like this, and then you've just got Woody with his... He just flopped with his hand over his mouth. Sorry, to come back to what you were saying earlier about, a minute ago, about who's going out the window.
Yeah.
I think we need to flip it on his head. I think they get the thing, oh, you can take one toy with you. Chucky grabs Woody and throws him out the window.
I didn't think of that.
So we return it on his head. Woody has to get into the car to because he knows Chucky's going to be alone with
So
me.
the role reversed almost then. It's actually Woody's way back. Do you think it's worthy of a gold star?
That's why I'm looking at you right now.
Oh, I thought it was for something else.
I love you too.
If there was one, I'd say get a room. But there isn't. This is it.
I think
always
that's worth
this
a gold
couch.
star. Yeah, that's worth a gold
Don't know
star.
why I'm rubbing my leg, but that's fine.
It's all rubber legs.
Oh dear, I think there's one too many wieners in this delirium.
That could have been a gif in itself, couldn't it?
One too many wieners.
No, just us rubbing
Oh,
our
okay.
legs.
Let's move on because this.
Oh wait, are we doing the late night version of
It is now.
This
I
is
don't know what happened
Oh,
somewhere
right,
along
okay.
the way.
What?
I don't know what happened, but somewhere along the way, we definitely turned into the late show.
We did.
We're not getting naked then? Or? Oh.
Wait, no, we're not stopping it out the window, are we?
No, we've got a
Oh,
little bit
no,
further.
I thought we'd reached the end of the act.
No,
but we
not
haven't.
quite.
Right.
Chucky grabs Woody, throws him out the window. They're all like,
Yes.
Andy comes in and takes Chucky.
Yeah, all right.
Woody jumps in, so we get Woody climbing over the top of the car and dropping in.
Yeah, going to Pizza Planet.
And then we get the bit where he grabs hold of Chucky and knocks him out of the car. They have their tussle. Andy and Mom drive off, and I'm a lost toy because they're stuck at the garage.
Together.
Is it really that simple? Let's think about this.
Would Chucky just want to keep killing Woody?
No, Chucky doesn't have anything to kill him with, does he?
No?
No. I did think though when it's just before Woody comes over the top of the car, we may get a second where Chucky does or say something that's not in his normal playlist. That makes Andy go, what? Not so that he speaks in his normal voice. He might just get that moment where he's about to reveal himself to Andy, and then maybe he spots Woody climbing over the top of the car or something. Because obviously he's still in
I
the
like
car
what you're
with
saying,
Mum
and
and
it made
Sis.
me realise I didn't say something earlier on, which is what we should have sort of included this at the beginning, is during that montage when, you've got the toys struggling, Chucky being Andy's new best friend, is that we would occasionally, like in the film, you get those shots when Andy's hugging Chucky and it comes up to his ears. And then maybe just as he's walking out of the room, Chucky's head looks at them and smiles. Gives him a smug look or something like that.
Nice.
And then maybe this is the time he says something that goes a step too far and Andy goes, what? No, I couldn't do that. Or something.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just something as simple as, I love you, Andy.
Yeah.
But yes. Sorry, I did something in the montage as well. He keeps trying to kill Mr. Potato Head. And he just puts himself back together again.
That'd be horrible.
Just constantly trying to murder Mr. Potato Head. You don't die, do you?
You'd be like a potato face, Leatherface.
Oh dear. But I think that does bring us to the end of Act 1.
I think it does. I think it... I don't know what you were saying.
Sorry, I
that
just
time.
was in the mood to do that.
So, we are done then for today with Act 1 of Toy Play. And we will be back on Friday with Act 2, where, again, I think we're all agreed this is going to go very sideways.
Very slightly. Sideways.
Until then, take care, and we will see you on Friday.
As always, guys, TTFN.
TTFN 2.
He joined in.
I feel left out now.
Ba 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 ba.